What's up guys, Jake B5 here, and today we're going to be wiring the S4 to get it running. So honestly, it's not that bad. I know it can seem pretty stressful trying to figure out wiring if you're not super confident on how to wire, but it's really easy. You only have 3 connectors and they're quite simple. You just got to know like a couple places where they should go, and that's it. So let's get right to it. All right, so most of the wires that you're going to be dealing with are under the dash. So you just have to take this trim panel off and then take off the steering or the under, whatever you want to call that. So pretty easy just for that. There's bolt there, bolt here, bolt there, and then there's one right there. There's a bunch of guides on how to do it if you can't figure it out. So basically what we're gonna deal with is under the dash you have 2 main connectors. So you have this connector right here. So this is the plunger that basically tells the car when the clutch is pushed in, and this is used for cruise control. So this is the clutch right here. So when you press it in, it does that. So this has 2 pins on it. So that has 2 pins. One of them goes to the pin 39. It doesn't matter which one, but one of them goes to pin 39 on the ECU, and the other goes to switch 12 volts. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah. So that's it for that one. And I'll put a wiring diagram on the screen as well while I walk through this. So that one goes to pin 39. The next one is right behind it, which is that right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. So that little switch right there, that is the cruise control, or sorry, the clutch safety switch. So that tells the car when to actually start, when the clutch is in to start the car. So that has a little plug. Let's see if I can find it while holding the camera. So that has a plug right where that blue plug is, right there. That goes, you can see there's 2 wires coming off of it. One of them goes to ground, and then one of them plugs into a relay, and I'll show you where. So you do have to buy this plunger. I had an extra one, so I will put a picture up on the screen of what this is. You have to buy this, and then you also have to source the connector for that if you wanted to. It is for the for the safety switch. It is literally this connector right here. So it's this right here, and this is for the lights, for the under the footwell lights. So if you wanted to, you could literally just chop this off. So this would work in place. You just lose your lighting under your feet on the driver's side. I found an extra one off of an old door card that I had from my old car. So you can use this or buy a new one, or you can chop this one off and then buy a new one. But you basically just need this. It's just a 2-pin plug, and then like I said, one of them goes to ground, then the other one goes to, if you look at right here, relay 53. If you take that out, and then if you look, it goes to the blue and white wire on the back. I don't know the exact pin, but it's basically, I know this is terrible, I'm sorry guys. It is that little like the splice connector that I have in there. It is that, and it's a blue and white wire, and it goes to this relay. I'll put up better pictures, and that's all you need to do for those 2 switches. So in order to get to the pin 39, which goes to the clutch, the cruise control switch, which is what that is called, the plunger that tells the ECU when the clutch is put in, it's on this big connector right here. So what you need to do is you need to take this connector apart and basically put in a new pin. Super easy. Basically, you're going to take this little purple thing, you're going to take a little screwdriver, pop that out. That slides out like that, put that aside. There is probably going to be a zip tie right here. Cut that zip tie and then press down on both. I don't know the exact way to take this cover off, but how I accomplished it is just pressing down on it and just yanking it, and pulling backwards as well. There we go. So, just taking this little cover off. So, now that you have that off and you took the purple thing out, just pull up on these wires gently, and then the whole ECU thing. Also, obviously, disconnect your battery before you do this. So this is where the ECU, this basically plugs into the ECU. So if you take this, flip it over, you'll see on the top, it's going to say 25. It says right there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but right there. And so you basically want to count down each one of these pins, and it's going to be pin 39, where this brown wire is. And you're going to pop out the actual little metal piece on the inside. This is going to be empty when you do it. I've already wired this, so that's why. So you're going to pop this out and then solder in a 22 gauge wire, and then basically run this down to one of the pins of the cruise control switch. And then once that is done, basically just put this all back together. And then push it in all the way down. Grab your little purple retainer. Push that guy back in. Make sure that these, oh yeah, it's not even pushed in at all the way. There we go. That's nice. And then plop this guy back in. Then put your cover back on. And there you go. You can put your ECU in, and it will be all good to go, and you will have functioning cruise control as well with the clutch and everything like that. So next is the reverse light. So in order to wire the reverse light, there is a reverse switch on the top of the transmission, which is right where it is right there. So that is on top of the transmission, or like by, it's by the passenger axle. It's right on top. And that is going to be a 2-pin plug that is basically identical to this right here. You can just buy one. I bought one off eBay. It's going to be the same exact thing right here. So you can just buy that off eBay, or if you have an extra one laying around, use that. But it's just a 2-pin. I'll leave a link in the description for a new one, and then you can see what the part numbers is and stuff like that. So basically, run those wires. There's going to be 2 wires on that. Run the 2 wires up here. I ran them through this grommet, and then ran them over here into the ECU box, and then those are going to run into the car. Then you're basically, this is where this wire is it right here. So you're basically going to put this to switch 12 volts, one of these, and then the other one is going to go to this brown connector right here. On pin 8, it's going to be this blue and red. This lens really does not like me right now. It's going to be this blue and red wire. So you're just going to tap into that, and the other one is going to go to switch 12 volts, which you can go to the 75X right there. That terminal, that is switch 12 volts in this car. So all the switch 12 volts that you need for boost gauges, everything like that, that can go there. And I actually have that wire to a boost gauge, but that is going to go down to the reverse, and the other side is going to go into that blue and red wire. And that is all you need to do. Now that you got all the wiring done, now you gotta take the TCU out. So the TCU is housed in this box right here, and this box is under the passenger side, is basically right here. So if you do take the box out, it does feel kind of squishy because they removed foam to fit the box in there. But basically what you need to do is remove this, take this, pop this out, and then lift the carpet up. And then I held the carpet up with like a piece of 2x4, and I was able to take the box out and take the TCU out. So you do need to do this before you start it, or, well, it'll be fine. It just will throw a bunch of codes. But I left the wiring in there because I don't feel like pulling the entire wiring harness just for the automatic out. I'm not that concerned about weight or anything like that. But that is all you need to do for wiring. So I hope you guys found this video useful. It's honestly not that bad. You just got to know where to wire them. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. And in the description, I'll leave links to all the switches, everything like that you need, and to get you going. It's not bad. And I did kind of a terrible job wiring management and stuff like that, since I did it temporarily and then just left it. But it works. That's kind of all that matters. So if you guys enjoyed, please give it a like and a comment if you have any questions. Yeah, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to get notified when we're going to upload, or when I'm going to upload some new videos. I did get a new camera and I got a bunch of new gear, so that's why everything's a little bit different. And I'm still getting used to it, so sorry about that. But the car should be running soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.